61 years ago, the founder of Pakistan, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, established the country as a new democracy, but the army has always played a vital role in its national politics. 1 month ago, Pervez Musharraf announced his resignation, ending a near 9-year tenure that opponents said was hampering Pakistan's shaky return to democracy. This week also, a new president was sworn in. Pakistan People's Party co-chairman Asif Ali Zardari says democracy talks and everybody hears. But many wonder if he'll be able to take control of Pakistan's economy and its security.
Pakistan has a new president. Pakistan People's Party co-chairman Asif Ali Zardari began a 5-year term on Tuesday. He counted it a victory for his slain wife, the former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, and her mission to restore democracy.
Today, Pakistan People's Party has completed a great roadblock, has gone over a great roadblock to complete the democratic process. I congratulate the nation, I congratulate the parliaments. It is the philosophy of Shaheed Mohtarama Benazir Bhutto in which we believe, which says democracy is the best revenge.
54-year-old Zardari was thrust into the center of politics when he took control of the PPP after Bhutto was killed last December. A week ago Saturday, national and provincial lawmakers gave him a landslide victory. He replaces former Army Chief Pervez Musharraf, who resigned last month, 9 years after taking power in a coup. But the controversial former businessman will have to convince skeptics of his political vision and leadership skills. There's also the matter of his nickname, Mr. 10%, for alleged corruption during Bhutto's 2 terms in office.
The Pakistani economy has developed in the past 7 years, which allowed the middle class of Pakistan to grow. So their desire to participate in politics became stronger, which is the original push to the country's political change. But the ruling party PPP took power at a difficult phase of the country, with domestic and international pressures on the high price and the militant violence. It truly challenges the PPP's ability to balance the different relations, as it has been an out party for years.
With inflation running at nearly 25%, life is hard at the best of times in this desert area of southern Pakistan. The houses are made of dried mud, and water is scarce. Most inhabitants are involved in farming or small businesses. Money is scarce, and food prices are soaring. When laborer Mangal Ram's children cry from hunger, all he has to offer them are empty promises.
My kids complain and cry for more food, but what can I do? We say, wait, we'll cook more. What else can we do?
Ram's anguish is becoming increasingly common. Soaring food prices and shortages of staples mean nearly half of Pakistan's 160 million population have little or no food security, a 28% increase over the past year. The struggle goes on both in the cities and villages. Authorities have slapped on limits to prevent a free fall in a stock market that has plunged 40% since peaking in April. And foreign currency reserves are also low, with only $5.5 billion in central bank coffers. Investors are worried foreign investment will slow, making it hard for Pakistan to pay for imports.
The Musharraf government carried out an economic policy that promoted investment with the Western countries. The new government will continue this policy. But when the situation becomes stable for a period of time, the new government may take new measures to promote the economy with the help of the economic elite from the ruling PPP on stocks in the financial market.
Rising prices and unemployment are just part of the problem. Pakistanis are also furious at the continued violence around them. Many see Pakistan's support for the US-led campaign as the cause of the bloodletting. Furor continued to mount last week when American-led troops crossed the border from Afghanistan.
I say of this shameless incident that it has violated Pakistan's sovereignty and violated Pakistan's territory. Pakistan at this time is struggling against terrorism. It is fighting terrorism. Pakistan is a key ally and friend of the world.
The raid complicated the already difficult Pakistan-US relationship. The Pakistan People's Party is considered generally supportive of the war on terror. But it has tread carefully on the subject because many Pakistanis blame the alliance with the US for fueling violence in their country. Still, the party has tried to convince the people the fight is necessary.
The government of Pakistan already has a comprehensive plan, and of course we bring it the impetus of the people of Pakistan. Yesterday's war may have not had the people behind it, but today's war does have the people of Pakistan. In fact, it has the President of Pakistan, who himself is a victim of terrorism.
But Zhang Lijun says domestic pressure may push Zardari to keep a distance with the US, unlike Musharraf. Thousands of Pakistanis are fleeing the tribal areas near the Afghan border to escape fighting between government forces and militants. Most of the displaced have opted to stay with friends or family in safer parts of Pakistan's northwest. Akbar's family is one of the 250 living in a tent set up by the Red Crescent Society on the grounds of a government high school for boys in Nashera on the outskirts of Peshawar. Over 1,000 people are living in the camp, most of them children. And every day, they and many others pray for the vision of peace and democracy their country was founded on.
Well, to tackle the economic and security problems, the new government has to adjust its policy accordingly. Analysts say this will require the president and the ruling PPP to get along with other parties and also the army. Up next, we got more political turmoil, this time in Thailand. Keep watching World Insight for all that.